Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the replay. Welcome to Daily Fuel. And my name is Bobby. I am the host of this group, The Spiritual Artist. And you're in the replay. Most of you, except Ray. Prepared. Am I prepared? Prepared? I'm prepared. I'm always prepared. Not always. Not the past couple of days. But, most of the time. Except for those other times. But yes, I am prepared today. And Amy is here. Hello. So hang on, you guys. I got to talk to the replay people. If you're watching in the replay, do me a favor and let me know that you're here. Hashtag replay person. Hashtag I am in the replay. Make one up. I like the replay hashtags. They're a lot of fun. And I go back and I look. And let me see. We got Ray is here and Amy is here and Mikey is here. And he says cheers. Thank you for reminding me. Cheers. All right. It is Friday night, and I have wine, which is nice. So, if you have wine or anything, you can drink it. Okay, that's how that works. Let me hit this so I can put this down. And let's see. We're just going to wait another few seconds to allow time for other people to get here if they would like to. And we will continue with business and audience attraction week for just a few seconds. So yeah, if you're joining live, then you can start commenting at any time. I'm going to go through my spiel and ignore the comments, and then I'm going to come back to the comments and read them, and hopefully some time will have passed and I won't know what the comments are about. Except the problem is now you guys are catching on to this, and you're writing longer comments that sort of give me the context, and it's good because then I understand what we're talking about. But it kind of it's like I need new people to join, like whoever this is. It says hello Bobby, but it's anonymous. Oh, and that's Crimson. Hi Crimson, how are you? You're not that new. But you're still not showing up. That's weird. I still don't understand this whole thing. You know what? Who cares? Let's go live. Here we go. I mean, we're live already. Let's just start. Okay, you got it. Let's go. Marketing. Marketing is fun, isn't it? Not really. I don't like marketing. Marketing is not something that I enjoy doing for my business. And it took me a long time to figure out a way to do marketing that I can enjoy. And you're watching me do it now. This is me doing marketing, but it's also me doing part of my art that it's like I talk about this stuff all the time. So that's why I enjoy Daily Fuel. It's really not work for me to do this because this is stuff that just like blah, 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 spews out of me anyway. So you guys give me an outlet for it, and I get to use it as marketing. So I have 3 things I want to talk to you about marketing today. I don't know why I picked 3, but 3 is always the number that I pick. Number 1. We'll start with number 1. That's a good one to start with. Pick a main thing, okay? Pick a main thing. There are so many options when it comes to marketing. And now, the other day I was talking about if you're going to use social media to like pick that channel that you're going to use, but then kind of put it out everywhere else. And that was what I was talking about in terms of where you were putting your energy into social media. But what you have to pick one platform that you want all your people to come to. This is the main one. Now for me, it's this Facebook group. I have finally chosen a Facebook group as the main thing. It's interesting because I'm a website designer, so for the longest time I was adamant that it needs to be your website because you own that and all this stuff. The problem with the website is that it's your website, and people don't want to come and hang out on your website. People are already hanging out on Facebook, so a Facebook group just kind of became very easy for me to say, hey, let's all gather around and watch me talk and not breathe, and it works for me. A Facebook group might work for you or something else might. But the idea is to pick one thing, and that's your thing. You can have all the other things. I have a website, but the website, I'm using it to drive people to the Facebook group. You can have an Instagram page, or you can have a YouTube channel in addition to... I'm not saying you have to have a Facebook group. My thing is the Facebook group. You can decide what your thing is. It could be a YouTube channel. It could be an Instagram page. It could be a profile, rather. It could be Twitter. It could be Twitch. You have to decide what your strengths are, what kind of content you want to create, what's the best platform for that content, and also kind of where are the people that you want to talk to. Everybody on earth is on Facebook, so it's easy for me to find people, and pretty much everybody's on Instagram or on YouTube as well. So, if you're into making videos, you can pick YouTube. If you're into photography of your art or whatever, you can definitely pick Instagram. But there are a plethora, that's a good word, there are a plethora of choices for you. It could even be your own website. But pick one and make that your main thing. And if you set up others, they should all be pointing everybody to that main thing. Which leads me to number 2, which is using Facebook groups to market yourself. Now, whether or not you choose a Facebook group as the main marketing thing, I want to talk specifically about using other people's Facebook groups to market yourself, because we're all on Facebook, so I'm assuming since you're in my group, you're probably in other groups, so there's really no reason why you shouldn't be thinking about how to use other people's Facebook groups, including mine, to market your business, your art, your whatever. So now there are 2 kinds of groups that people like us might join that would be good for marketing ourselves. The first one is a group like this one, which is an artist group. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to post your art and other people in here are going to be wowed by it to the point where they want to buy stuff from you or commission stuff from you, because we're all artists and we can all make our stuff. So there's that kind of thing to think about. An artist group may not be a group of potential customers or clients for you, but it could be a peer group, it could be inspirational, it could be collaborative, and that's what I'm trying to build here for us, and that's what other artist groups may be for you. So, but the other kind of group is, if you think about the art that you make, there is probably some kind of topic or theme to it that people who are not artists per se are into that theme. So for me, it's like I'm an artist, I'm creating my graphic novel, and I'm creating music, and I do these daily fuels, but the overall theme is kind of like the universe and the quantum and law of attraction-y kind of things. So that's why my group is about that as well as art, because I wanted to attract people who were not just artists, but also into the spiritual side of things, who want to hear me talk about this stuff. So you can figure out, well, I like to make art about this stuff, and there are people who like this stuff but aren't necessarily artists. So find groups about that thing for you and join them. And then you can post your art and be like, hey, here's a painting that I did, or here's a sculpture, or whatever the heck you do, right? And now those people who are not artists are going to go like, what? That's amazing, because it's amazing what we do. Let's just take a moment here to reflect on the fact that we are amazing. I mean, artists are just truly amazing. It's such a gift that we have that most people don't. And I don't know about you, but I feel like sometimes we take it for granted, So anyway, back to the story. So figure out that topic, post your art in those groups, and just kind of be there. Here's some things you don't want to do in other people's groups. And you guys don't do that in here, so I'm sure you don't do it in other places. You don't want to be spammy. You don't want to be all like, here's my business, and here's my website, and here's my page, and go check me out here. You don't want to do that. You're going to piss off the group owner. You're going to annoy all the people in the group who are just going to kind of ignore your posts if they see them. Instead, what you want to do is you want to post things that are interesting. You want to get involved in conversations, and you guys, especially the ones that are live here today, you guys all do that, and nobody in this group has done what I'm describing not to do, which is why I almost feel like I don't need to say it, but this isn't one of those topical groups. And sometimes when you're specifically joining a group to promote your business, it's easy to think, how do I get them to just all come to my website? That's not the point. The point is to get noticed, to create a reputation, to create that brand we've been talking about. By sharing your insight, by sharing your art, by just being a good person in this group, people will notice you. And here's the next thing people will do. They will visit your profile, because every time you post something, every time you comment, guess what? Your name and your little picture are right there. Right there. And if they are noticing that, wow, this person's smart, or this person has great art, or this person is constantly helpful, or this person is just cool, right? A lot of people are going to click on that profile from that group, and now they're on your profile. They're on right there. You are. So I would suggest creating something called a profile funnel. Now, if you're taking notes, write this stuff down. I'm going to go through it quickly. I'll probably do a post soon to really nail these things for you. But here's the basic idea. Think of a profile on Facebook. Everybody has the same template for a profile. On that profile, you've got the big banner image across the top. You've got the circular image of your face in the middle, right? Or whatever you got. And then you have a tagline, that little text that you can write whatever you want. And then off on the, it's on the left-hand side. So this is your left. So off on the left-hand side, there's the featured photos section. And it's like a big square. And you can put up to 5 pictures in there. Now, what I'd like you to do, if this is a new concept to you, is when this video is done, go take a look at my profile. And what you'll notice is that I have an image across the top that's all about the spiritual artist. And if you click on it, it'll open up in its own thing. And the description will talk about the group and link you to the group. And then same thing with my profile picture, and same thing with that featured image over here, except I don't have 5, I have 1, and I made it a perfect square, because if you have 1, it's a perfect square. So I made it a perfect square, and it's all about the group, and it says the spiritual artist, join us. And when you click on it, you get the same message with the same link. And the tagline thing on the bottom of my profile picture is also about the group. So you get the banner image, the profile picture, the text across the thing, and the featured image over here, all leading people to this group, including stuff that I put in my timeline. Not everything in my timeline is an ad for the group, but there are plenty of things if somebody is scrolling through my feed to see who's this Bobby guy that posts this cool stuff in this cool group. Well, they're going to see lots of things about the group. They're going to see lots of things about me. I keep everything on brand so that when people are checking me out who don't know me, they will see the group, they will see what I'm about, and they can decide for themselves, I don't like this guy, or this guy's cool, I want to be a part of his world. And they can come and they can join the group. For you, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Facebook group. This, and this can all link to whatever your main thing is. So number 1 is pick a main thing. That's where you want everyone to go. Number 2 is be active in Facebook groups, get people into your profile, set up your profile to send them to that main thing. I'm going to end that one there. That was good. I got more about YouTube and Instagram, but I think I'll do it tomorrow. I knew as I was writing this is a lot of stuff, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I'm going to go to the comments now and see what we got. We have no more comments. Richard said, we are icons, and I like the idea. Who's that, Crimson? Yeah, Crimson says, I like the idea of branching out to other areas where I may be relevant. Okay, are you talking about the topics I was talking about? Yes. So sometimes we pigeonhole ourselves, right? Here's something to think about. Who would be interested in your art? I'm not asking you to think of audiences that you can make art for. I'm asking you to think creatively. Who would be interested in your art? People who are interested in this thing might also be interested in my art. And then try to come up with different things. And then look for groups that are about those things. This way, when you're posting your art in those groups, it's not going to be a group full of artists. You know, it's nice to be in groups full of artists, but you're not going to find customers and clients there. You're going to find peers and networkers and collaborators there, or inspiration or whatever. But you can use other groups and really get creative. You know, what other thing, even if it's just some other thing that it doesn't even have to necessarily be related to your art. It could be related to you as a person. Maybe you're into sci-fi and you join these sci-fi groups, and you just, you know, people are talking about stuff, and you remember you made this painting once and it kind of was on topic with what they're talking about, and you can share it. You know, I keep going to paintings because a lot of you guys post paintings, but it doesn't have to be just paintings. It could be whatever it is that you do. Amy put a lot of symbols and thumbs up. Cool. I like that. And Ray, we are so quiet. I think you all are asleep. Yeah, not a lot of comments today. It's the weekend. I've only had 1 sip of wine. I'm going to take a sip of wine, and when I come back, I want to see 25 comments. Ray, don't market your rock band on the country station. Well, that's a good point, Ray. Also, you don't want to just be like throwing your stuff out willy-nilly all over the place. You can join groups that are not relevant to your art and still find those moments to post your art or to share something. You can even think about it this way. Think about this. Now, I've been talking about joining groups to share your art, right? But really, what you want to do is join groups to share yourself. So we are spiritual artists. You probably have a lot of other topics too. So let's say you're really into, I'm just going to stick with the sci-fi thing. Let's say you're really into science fiction and you join the science fiction group. Now you can join that group without having any inclination of saying, I'm going to find a way to post this painting that I did or this sculpture or this video of me dancing. Your art never has to become a thing on that. But you can talk about it. You can just make it known that you are an artist. You can bring that into the conversations. You need to find ways to nuance yourself into the conversations that are relevant and helpful to other people. If you could be relevant and helpful in a Facebook group, then, or spark conversations or ask questions, or you're right, people will take notice of you. The people who show up in groups and participate are noticed, and the group owners and the other members all will start checking each other out. And I can tell you this for a fact because the people who are the most active in this group all became Facebook friends. And when I go into regular Facebook, sometimes I don't realize I'm not even in the group because I just see all you guys and you're all friends. So it doesn't even have to be about your art. Just show up and share insight, share help, share things. And what happens is, if you think about it, people may not show up in that group to think, I'm looking for a cool artist. That might not even be a blip on their radar. But when they show up in the group and they're seeing yet another great comment or a cool post from you in this group, that's the day they decide to check you out. And they go, oh, I didn't know that so-and-so was an artist and made these cool blah, blah, blahs, right? It's just, it could have just been a left turn that just was unexpected for them. It could be serendipity at any moment. So you can literally use any Facebook group to do this. Just show up and be relevant and be helpful. Good. Here we go. Here are the comments. So I knew you guys would show up eventually. Geez, slow down. Don't market yourself. Okay, cool. I so have to miss this one. But I'll replay. Heading to I'm sorry to have missed this one. Who is that? That is, I just love, where am I? Sorry, guys, hang on. Oh, Hector. I'm sorry to have missed this one. Oh, yeah, Tampa. I should have known. Florida. Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, dude. No problem, dude. Catch the replay. Ray, gotta keep your eyes and ears open to what others say and show. Yeah. Just be on the lookout for things. You know, we think of marketing as advertising. It's really not. Marketing is giving. Marketing is being helpful to people. And then when those people want to check you out, having everything all set up. That's what the profile funnel is about. Make sure you've got that all set up. All roads lead to your main thing. So pick a main thing, set up your profile and everything else to all lead to your main thing. If you want to have a Twitter account, make sure that the Twitter links to your main thing so that if they find you on Twitter, if they find you on Instagram, it goes to your main thing. When you've got that set up, then start being active in as many groups as you can and be helpful, be relevant, and just be a cool person. And a lot of people will start clicking on you and finding their way to your thing. And they're going to go, wow, look at this thing that this person makes. I want to check this out more. It takes time, but the energy builds and the energy compounds. It works great. Ray, hey, Robin Murray is missing tonight. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate because it's wine night. She likes wine night. I have a pop-up art sale this weekend. Who is that? Crimson? Hang on, guys. Crimson says, I have a pop-up art sale this weekend at a local music venue. It's my first one, and I'm so nervous because all my other sales have been through a gallery. Okay. Well, first of all, good luck. Second of all, you got this. You're awesome. Your stuff rocks. And if you've already sold stuff through a gallery, then you have proven to yourself that your art is worthy and people will buy it. All that you're really changing here is the methodology. That's kind of irrelevant. It's still the same thing. It's still, you've created something, you're presenting it. Human beings who care about that are looking at it and determining the value for themselves and deciding to buy or not. And whether that's in a gallery or a pop-up art sale, that really doesn't matter. You know, if you're buying vegetables at the supermarket or at the farm stand, or you know, does it really matter? It doesn't matter. You need vegetables and you want them, and here they are. So you know, what matters is, are they good, right? Are you selling? Are you trying to sell your vegetables in a clothing store? Because that's not gonna fly. But you're going to a pop-up art sale. You got this. You're perfect, Ray. Or if you can be a smart, people will notice. Yes, smart too, right? Anything. Be helpful, be intelligent, be smart, be articulate. Just don't be a jackass, that's all. Richard says, I just love to explore all music and art, something new to learn from all aspects. Yeah, exactly. There are plenty of people who have that feeling, who are just like, I just love music, I just love art, I just love this or that. And if you show up in these places and you can add to that, people are going to like you. Just be yourself. Just absolutely be yourself. Mikey says, I write in... Did I skip? No. Mikey says, I write in many genres: rock, pop, new age, classical, ballads, etc., etc. So I really have a hard time pinpoint marketing. Yeah. You know, Mikey, I have been giving up on the whole old way of music marketing because we've had this conversation in Daily Fuel a couple of times now, where it's like, who do you sound like kind of a thing. I don't think you need to do that. I think that your music is unique. It's Mikey. That's what your music is. It's Mikey, right? So or it's Mrzinski, right? So for you show up here, you're always helpful, you're always generous, you're always everything that's good, you know? So if you just be that way in other groups, people are going to check it out. You don't even have to post your music videos in other groups and be like, hey, listen to this song. You can just be cool, and you can even find musical, let's say you joined musical groups. You could tell stories in musical groups about what it was like touring in the 70s. Not that many people have that experience. And even if they do, most of them would be from the fan side, not from the musician side. So if you could share those stories, people are going to be engaged in that. And you could share those stories in posts. You could share them in comments. You could even make videos where you tell these stories. And that could be part of your YouTube thing. Now, by the way, guys, I am not saying you have to use Facebook groups the way I'm describing. You could do what I'm describing on any platform. You can do it in YouTube comments. You could do it in Instagram comments. Just whatever platform is your platform, you can follow other Instagrammers and comment on their stuff. And it's the same rules apply. Be generous, be relevant, be on point, and be smart. And be creative. Let's breathe. Amy says, yeah. Hi, Amy. Did I say hi to you? Hi. Yeah, I think I have a touch of heat stroke. Too much working in the sun. So I'll rewatch. Oh, that's a cool one. Replay tomorrow. Some days the concentration just goes down at 11 p.m. Yeah, it's Amy's in the UK, so it's late there, and I appreciate you showing up when you can and hanging out when you can, but I understand that it's very late there. Richard, I found my gifts by accident. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I have found so much of what I love to do by accident, and I've told this story before. I'm not going to get deep into it, but when I started this group, I had no idea what I was doing with it, and it has all been serendipitous. It has all been accident or coincidences, and I think it was just Source guiding me to where I wanted to be. And the problem that I had from my past experiences was Source was trying to guide me always, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna figure this out myself. And like I'd write down things and I'd figure it out and I'd like try to diagram all the way to the next 5 years. This time I just said, you know what? I just feel like I have to do this. I don't know why. I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. And I'm getting here. I'm getting somewhere that I really love. So yeah, you can find a lot of things by accident. Mikey, not country stations, says Ray. Amy, as you said yesterday, you have to put the effort in these areas to get the rewards. Yes. Good luck, Crimson, on your pop-up. Yeah, Crimson, good luck on that. Asks Amy thanks? That's probably Crimson. Thanks, Amy Tyler. Who's that? Yeah, that's Crimson. Richard says, music marketing of old needs to die. It really does. It really, really does. Robin. Oh, Robin's here. There you go. Hi, Robin. Robin, look, I got some wine tonight. If you would like to have a sip, you can't. You have to have your own wine. That'd be weird. Imagine like she was just like right here. That'd be. Who's that? Crimson. I'll be taking a look at my Facebook profile to see how I can better convey my overall message. Thanks for all the tips and tricks. I found them to be helpful. You are welcome. Especially, if you're going to gallery showings and you're going to pop-up art sales and stuff like that, people are going to look you up on Facebook. Think about this, right? You're out in the real world now. Real world marketing. I didn't even think to talk about this, but let's talk about that for a second. Real world marketing, a lot of us aren't doing it because of COVID and everything like that, but it's starting to open up a little bit more and more in some places than others. But you're out in the real world, you can have a business card. When people meet each other in the real world, a lot of times people will Google each other. They will look each other up on LinkedIn if you're in business. Haven't even talked about LinkedIn. They will look you up on LinkedIn. They will also look you up on Facebook. So just to kind of get a feel for who you are all the time compared to who they met for 10 minutes that day, right? You seemed cool at the thing, but are you really cool? Let me find out for real. Oh my God, you're a Nazi, right? So that's what they're going to want to know. That you're not a serial killer or something like that. So they're going to look you up and they're going to find your Facebook profile. Now, if your Facebook profile, if you were all business at the thing, and then they get to your Facebook profile and all it is Candy Crush or whatever games people play these days, then they're not going to think that you're a serious business person. If they land on your profile and your profile is about your business, you're allowed to have gaming stuff. You're allowed to have family stuff and pictures of your dog or cat or kid or mom or dad or whatever, right? You're allowed to be a human being, but the main gist of your profile should convey to them the same message they got when they met you in person. Think about that. I'll be taking a look. Richard says, true. Sorry, dude. I don't know what's true, but I'm sure whatever I said was true because I'm smart. Richard says, bingo, on accident, what you said. Okay. Robin loves it. Boy, you guys are killing me. Robin's got the wine. Logos are you. Yeah, I'm a logo designer. I'm very into designing logos. Easy to see you if they see your logo. Oh, okay. Let me talk about logos then. Logos are great when you're starting to establish a business. And here's how I see logos. When people meet you in person, online, whatever, right? They get a feeling for you. We understand feelings. We understand energy. So you'll understand this. A brand is what people think of you. And so basically it becomes a feeling. They interact with you. They talk to you. They read your posts. They look at your art. They look at this. They look at that. They meet you in person. They look at this. If they meet you in person, they're going to get a feeling. If they go over to your profile, they're going to get a feeling. If they then go to your website or your Facebook group or your YouTube channel, your Instagram, whatever, they're going to get a feeling at each thing. So you want a couple of things to happen. You want them to bounce around and find these things. You want to be there because they're going to be like, oh, I love YouTube. Let me find this person on YouTube. Oh, darn, they're not here. Guess I'll forget about that one forever. So you kind of want to be everywhere, but you can't be active everywhere. So you have them set up. And if you're not going to be active on this one, you point them where you are active, okay? But when they land here or they land here or they land here, the feeling should be the same. This is the same person I met in person. This is the same person that I saw on Facebook. Now I'm on YouTube. It's the same person. I get this, right? That's the feeling. Now maybe they buy something from you, or they interact with you, or they're talking to you in a Facebook group. They get that feeling deepens. It deepens some more, right? Now, sometimes it reverses. They meet you in person, they interact with you in posts on Facebook or something like that, and then they go to your website or something, and you have a logo there. Well, the logo is there for a reason. The logo becomes a graphical representation of that feeling. So what happens is, in our minds, we see a logo and we apply the feeling that we had about that person or company or whatever to the logo, so that the next time we see that logo somewhere, that feeling just rushes into us, right? Every time you see the logo for your favorite restaurant, as you're driving by or whatever, right? Think of McDonald's. Whatever you think of McDonald's, if you're driving down the highway and you see the golden arches, you get a feeling. Whatever it is, good or bad, that's your brand of McDonald's. Overall, they've created their own brand. But you either like it or you don't. So every time you see it, you go, or you go, right? Whatever. Same thing for you. It might not be billions and billions of people. It might only be tens or 20s or hundreds or thousands. But it doesn't matter, because every time somebody sees that logo, they're going to apply the feeling that they had from working with you, from looking at your stuff, to that logo. So now you're plastering that logo everywhere. That's branding. Okay. Easy to see if you have a logo. Okay, that's the end. Wow, this was 15 daily fuels in one. So if I went too fast, rewatch it. But thanks for hanging out with me. As always, I appreciate it very, very much. You guys are fantastic, and I have to look down, and I can't multitask. Oh, and here, finally, Robin. Robin says, what if I don't have a logo per se, but I have very distinctive business cards with abstract art of mine, a different one on each card? That's fine. It doesn't have to be like a corporate-looking logo. Well, look at all the comments. It doesn't have to be a corporate-looking logo. If, as artists, you can make anything your calling card. You can make anything you want your thing. And maybe you don't even use one. Let's say I'm just going to use paintings. Let's say like this, when you think of Leonardo da Vinci, he didn't have a logo. But if you see the Mona Lisa, or you see the Vitruvian Man, the guy in my Quantasy thing, or you see, why can I not think of anything he did? You see his helicopter drawings, right? All of those things are him. None of them was his logo, but you get the feeling that you get when you think of Leonardo da Vinci, if you have one, right? Or any artist, right? You pick your favorite artist and just think they probably don't have a logo, but they have a style. They have a feeling that comes through the art, right? And Van Gogh, right? He didn't have a logo, but he had his amazing art. And when you see one of his 57,000 self-portraits or the Starry Night, you get that feeling that he conveyed through his paintbrushes. That's what I'm talking about. If you can do that in a logo, great. I'm used to talking about logos because I'm used to talking to corporate clients who are engineering companies and things like that. But as artists, I don't know that you necessarily specifically need a logo, but you want people to get that feeling from your art. That was a good question, Robin. Thank you. All right, 16 daily fuels. Man, I need a bigger notebook. A lot of info here, says Amy. I thought you went to bed. No. Go to bed. I'm turning it off if you don't go to bed. It's too late for you. Ray says, boy, am I glad I got you started. Richard says, thank you. You're welcome. Apparently I'm not leaving. Robin says, that looks like my works on my Facebook. That looks like my works on my Facebook. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Bobby, says somebody. Probably Crimson, yes. Robin, you're welcome. Thank you. Robin says, I think my art is such that when someone sees a work of mine after seeing many others of mine, they say it's Robin Murray. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. They say, oh, that's Robin Murray. And because they recognize it, they recognize the energy that you put into it. Different colors, different things, right? Doesn't matter. The energy is the same because it's you. Richard, I always leave a hidden signing on all my art. And that's cool. That's interesting. Robin Murray, I created my company name of my initial CMS, Creative Mind and Soul. That's Crimson. Yeah. Robin says, once I overheard someone at a juried show. I had 2 works in that someone knew the work was mine. Right. That's what happens, especially if you're out there a lot and you're getting known in places. People get it. And Amy's laughing. Okay, I'm serious, Amy. All right. I'm feeling the wine now. This is good. By the way, these are the biggest wine glasses in the world. I swear to God, I think I could fit 3/4 of a bottle of wine in this glass if I filled it to the top. It's a ridiculous wine glass. And which isn't helpful for, when you're pouring it, because you might pour it to a normal looking level, but it's not a glass of wine. It's like 2. So Robin's laughing, Amy not laughing, sleeping with one eye open. Oh, is that? Oh, you're right. It is not laughing. I see it now. I'm looking at the icons, and they're this big, and I just thought they were laughing. Sorry. LOL says somebody. That's Crimson. Robin, wine, LOL. Go to bed, Amy, says Richard. Have a good Friday night after this. All right, guys. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. This was a great one. I love when they're like this. There's so much energy, and it's just... It makes this worth it for me. I love it so much. I really appreciate you guys being here. And I'll do one. I think I'm going to do one tomorrow. I have a date night with my wife, so I'm not sure when we're going out or what we're doing. But last week I did it at 4 o'clock, and it wasn't great. I mean, Ray was there and Mikey was there, but that was about it. I like when there's like at least 3 people. So all right, we'll see you about tomorrow. If not, I'll be back on Monday, but I'll let you know. Small things grow tipsy. Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, have a great night. I'll definitely see you tomorrow. I'll be around, but we'll see if I do Daily Fuel. Thank you. Bye-bye.